Mga minamahal kong kababayan, on or about 1 o'clock a.m., 4 September, Alice Guo, also known as Guo Huaping, was arrested in Tangerang City, Jakarta, Indonesia. I congratulate all law enforcement personnel who made this apprehension possible. The public may not know the intricate details of this mission that you have successfully accomplished, but on their behalf, accept my thanks. The Philippines also thanks the Indonesian government for their assistance on this matter. The close cooperation between our two governments has made this arrest possible. Let this serve as a warning to those who attempt to evade justice. Such is an exercise in futility. The arm of the law is long, and it will reach you. This government continues in its duty to apply the rule of law. Ms. Go shall be entitled to all legal protections due her under the laws of the land and pursuant to our commitment to the rule of law. But we will not allow this to prolong the resolution of the case, whose outcome will be a victory for the Filipino people. Thank you and good day.
Alice Go, ano pong marching orders nyo? And sino-sino po yung masisibak, sir, sa PI and other agencies?
They don't require marching orders. They are doing they're implementing the legal orders that were sent to them by the court. And that is to bring back the fugitive Alice Go to the Philippines. So that is what they are doing. We are already finalizing the arrangements for the return of Alice Go back to the Philippines sometime today.
Sir, identified na po kung sino yung masisibak?
Sino?
Masisibak, sir.
Oh, you'll find out soon enough.
Sir, may number na ba tayo? Personnel po yun. Ilan po yung masisibak, sir?
All of those who are implicated in the in assisting Alice Go to leave the Philippines illegally as a fugitive from justice will certainly pay the price. Not only will they, ang tanong nyo, sino yung sisibakin? Hindi lang namin sila sisibakin, kakasuhan pa namin sila. Dahil ang kanilang ginawa ay labag sa batas at against all of the interests of the Philippine judicial system. Okay?
Sir, kahapon nag-trending yung nasaan ang Pangulo. And
Nasaan?
Nasaan ang Pangulo? Umiko po yung mga sabi-sabi na kayo daw po in hospital, may sakit.
Na-miss ka, sir.
Dito.
How was your state of health, sir?
Because lumabas yung yung report. Yan ang kailangan ninyong tignan. Do I look sick? Yan ang kailangan natin bantayan. Mga fake news na ganyan. Huwag kayong naniniwala unless it comes from a credible source. Tama, ang dami kong kaibigan tumawag sa akin, okay ka ba? Okay ka ba? Wala, kalukuhan lang yan.
You were in the palace, sa bahay nyo kahapon, sir?
I was in the most of the day, yes. I had a meeting in the morning. I had a command conference with some of our commanders, and I spent the rest of the day reading my briefs and doing paperwork. Nagulat lang ako when they said that there was a medical emergency.
Medical emergency. Sir, which is why we are asking you directly.
It's totally and completely fake. I do not even have a cold. I do not have anything wrong with me. I'm fine.
Okay, sir.
Thank you for your concern.
Thank you, sir. Salamat, sir.
Salamat, sir. agencies, local governments, and the general public?
Well, pagka may ganito, meron na kaming standard operating procedure. Talaga sinusunod na lang natin. Of course, but the main element here is we are monitoring kung ano ba talaga ang weather situation. And of course, yung flooding. Pero so far, yung problema ay yung hangin, ang hangin. But unfortunately, pag tinitignan natin yung mga forecast, mas malakas ang bukas dito sa Manila. Bago aakyat, tatawid ng Cagayan bago so, we are watching it. Ang tinitignan lang natin, sa eskwela, siyempre iba. The LGUs also make iba-iba. The LGUs make their own decision with that, except if there is a region-wide assessment na hindi pwedeng makapasok. Sa trabaho naman, ang tinitingnan lang namin ay kung makapunta yung mga empleyado natin makapasok at makauwi. Importante makauwi. Kasi pag mahirap, pag mas stranded sila dun sa pinagtatrabaho. So, that's what we are watching now. And we're prepared for the aftermath of all of this. As usual, nag-forward placement na tayo ng mga pangangailangan. We will just have to wait for the weather to see what it will do. Hopefully, umiwas sa atin, but even if it does not, we have all the elements in place to support people na magiging mahihirapan dahil sa naging bagyong Enteng. So we are just watching it and we are trying to adjust. We leave a lot of the decision making to the LGUs and to the regional offices because iba-iba ang sitwasyon. So, but as we go on to the rest of the day, wala na ito pa ngayon, we will see. We will try to give the bulletin as early as possible for work and school tomorrow. Ang instruction ko sa kanila, kung maaari, bago tayo matulog, alam na natin kung may pasok na pasok. Para makapag-adjust naman yun.
Tutulungin niyo ba ang NDRRMC today?
I'm sorry?
Are you going to meet with the NDRRMC?
No, they're working. Alam mo, that's always my policy. Hindi ko, pagka nasa gitna ng crisis, hindi ko sila tinatawag, dahil sa trabaho sila. Besides, wala namang, they keep reporting naman to me at yung sa specific areas, doon lang naman ang babago. As a whole, nationwide, region-wide, island-wide, kung ano man ang area na affected, that's we are monitoring and we will give the advisories as quickly as possible. So doon kami papasok sa national. That's when we come in and make the advisories as to whether or not may pasok sa eskwela, may pasok sa trabaho. All right? All right. Thank you.